There's one thing everybody wants to avoid when they go traveling: tourist traps. Well, today, instead of avoiding them, I'm going to be doing the exact opposite to see if any of these so-called traps are actually as bad as the reviews say they are.
It's absolutely a tourist hotspot.
The first spot is Attendant Cafe. Now this place, while it's quite small, it does sit off of London's busiest road that sees over 200 million people visit every single year.
This is literally where we're about to eat right here, the urinals. That is crazy. We're literally about to have breakfast in an old public toilet. This should be good. All right, can't really be a coffee place without good coffee, so. Please don't clip my posture. The coffee's really good, by the way, I have to admit. Smooth, not too bitter. Exactly what a good coffee tastes like. This is a really good start, I'll be honest with you. If the food's as good as their coffee, we could find the first ever unreal tourist trap. All right, get a look at this. We've got the bacon roll. Oh my God, is that crispy bacon? Please be crispy. Oh, maple bacon. You can really taste the maple on that. Right, let's get into it. Oh, this right here is a really solid breakfast. There's nothing game changing, but they're doing the basics right. It is a really crispy bun on the top though, and that with the crispy bacon means that there's a lot of crispy stuff in here, but the grilled halloumi, the omelet's done nice, maybe a little bit overdone. There's over 50,000 tourists that will visit this place alone, which is really impressive considering it's a tiny sign above a hole in the floor, essentially. I have to admit, I actually think the fact that we're in like an old, essentially remodeled toilet is actually really cool, and probably one of the reasons why tourists come here. It's something different. It's not just your standard minimalist coffee shop. This is cool, this is different. Coffee, really impressive. Food, solid. I'm giving this place a 7.8 out of 10. Let's see our next tourist trap.
And while this is going to be our first spot, each location that we visit after this will get bigger and bigger until we find the ultimate tourist trap. This next location is actually one of the oldest pubs in London. It's a really popular spot on some of the biggest guided tours, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's that good.
I must admit, it's a really weird vibe in here. It's not like a normal pub vibe, and all I can hear is American accents in here as well. So the reason why this place is a tourist trap is definitely it's top of some like American hotspot list to come to when you're in London. And I'll be honest with you, the staff are kind of like quite dismissive, and that's not really an issue that we have here in the UK. Like most staff tend to be pretty kind, pretty nice, but here it's like they're just fed up of people coming to their spot. Fun fact about this place is this used to be the local spot for a fella named Charles Dickens. This place was also rebuilt after the Great Fire of London many, many moons ago. So it really has that sort of feel to it. Right, I mean, this looks very interesting. The mood in here is so weird. It's like deathly quiet, like nobody's really talking too much, and when they do talk, pretty much everyone in here is like American. We've got the bangers and mash, as we'd call it in the UK, but to anyone else watching, it's sausages and mashed potatoes. I'll be honest with you, I can already tell from the black pudding, it's English black pudding, which is so inferior to Scottish black pudding, and the way you can tell is usually by the little fat, the little white bits that are in black pudding. Now that instantly puts me off. It's just nowhere near as good. You can see it's come out absolutely piping hot to the point where it makes me think, is this fresh out of a microwave? Anyways. More. The mash is okay, nothing special. And I want to say the sausage is very similar. It's almost got a really hard exterior, so you have to like crunch into it and it kind of snaps. I'm not sure I love it. There's a lot of great pubs that do a fantastic sausage and mash here in London. And obviously this place is appealing to the tourist, but the food, they could really do with leveling up the food here. The gravy's decent. The onions here are providing a bit more of like a sweet flavor to it. Can I be perfectly honest with you guys? This is bang average. This is somebody that doesn't know what a good sausage and mash tastes like would come here and be like, you're getting the authentic English pub experience, and I'm just not sure that's true. Now, this place has over 175,000 people come here annually, which is just mental, but I'm surprised that it gets recommended that much. That right there cost me 35 quid for a sausage mash and a few still waters. It's expensive, but look, if you've got a bunch of Americans coming to your spot, you can kind of price it however you want, to be honest.
While I love the idea of it, I just didn't enjoy the food, and the atmosphere was just a little bit off. I can't say I recommend this spot for you guys. Next up is arguably the most famous tourist spot in the world, with locations in all the big cities. This one has its very own merch store that is almost the size of the restaurant. It's Hard Rock Cafe.
So let's take a look at the menu now. If basic was a menu, that's what Hard Rock Cafe is, but it's not trying to be anything else. Like, you know what it is. It's just like the most classic American bar food. That's the best way to describe it, to be honest. Now, Hard Rock Cafe here in the center of London, this is really as touristy location as you're ever gonna get. It has an estimated 350,000 people come here and eat every day. Do you know how absolutely nuts that is? Now, as you can tell from this video, I'm flying around a bunch of different of these locations and I'm gonna be eating loads of food. So I actually need to start keeping track of what that is. On the Yazio app, if you have the Pro version, it will actually tell me what my calories are, protein, carbs, literally everything in here, which is super handy. Yazio is a nutrition app that helps you hit all your targets, your goals. Maybe you're just trying to hit a certain amount of protein. Also, if you want a break from ordering all those takeaways or just eating the same meals over and over, Yazio has over 3,000 healthy recipes, all of which you can make from home. So you know exactly what you're eating to hit the targets that you want to hit. So if you do want to try Yazio, I've got a deal for you. 60% off Yazio Pro, which works out to just over £1 a month, which is absolutely mental. Now, I'll leave a link down in the description. Make sure you click that to get your discount. Right, let's crack on with this burger and let's see what we're actually dealing with. Hold on a sec. Oh my God, no. I should have asked, that's my bad. Pickles. Now, the cheese looks really good. The beef I'm a little bit worried about, but it's got like a bit of a Shake Shack look to it in terms of the tomatoes, the lettuce. Oh my God, my hands, I've just picked it up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my hands are absolutely soaking. Oh my God. I know this is all over my face right now. There's a lot of flavors, I have to say. It's not bland. Whatever sauce they've put on, they've drowned it. They've drowned this thing in sauce. This thing is almost 1,500 calories, right? Like, that should really indicate, guys, we're putting too much sauce on here. My hand is like, it's just coated in grease. This is not what you want. Let's try some of these chips. We've got the cheese on the top and of course the bacon. Hate on me all you want, but when it comes to cheesy chips, I like the cheese to feel like plastic. I love like plasticky tasting cheese in this particular scenario. And that's what this is. The bacon isn't as crispy as I would like. I feel like they could definitely have better bacon. The bacon isn't great. The chips as well could do with being crispier, but again, it's not bad. And at no point am I revolted by any of this food, which genuinely, it's okay. Now, when I start factoring in the price, that's probably where this becomes a much bigger issue. But there's certainly worse tourist traps out there, that's for sure. The fact that upstairs is just an entire merch store, genuinely, this place is like merch first, restaurant second. Mate, it's rammed up here. People will come up here and not go to the restaurant. Absolutely nuts. I was expecting this to be way worse, but here we are. So that meal came in at £31, which is expensive for burger, chips, and a bottle of still water. Did we expect anything else? Not really. Would I pay £30 for that meal again? Absolutely not. All right, it's time for the ranking. I was torn between two numbers, a 5 and a 6, which makes me want to give this a 5.5. It's okay, at best.
One of the most popular dishes to try when people visit the UK is a classic fish and chips. Now, they're best served in an independent, local seaside fish and chips restaurant. Unfortunately, in London, we don't have any of that. We have big commercial chains, so that's exactly where we're heading.
Oh my God. A jar of my worst nightmare. Fuck off. Do you get a lot of tourists here?
There's another site called Bournemouth.
Yeah.
In a day, more than 20,000.
What? In a day?
In a day. Do you want to try the pickles?
Do you want to try the pickles? Absolutely not. I couldn't think of anything worse. We're gonna ban these. I'm gonna get these banned.
I signed that.
Yeah, you'd sign that? Yeah, there we go. That's one signature.
If you want to join me in exterminating pickles from everyday life, then please subscribe to my free newsletter where I'm covering all sorts of trending food topics, giving you my favorite locations, the ones that just can't make it into our videos. Trust me, it's worth it and it's free.
This place has been going since 1928. Now it's picked up quite a bit of criticism because it's essentially been passed through loads of different owners and that people feel like the actual original Harry Ramsden brand has just turned into a bit of a corporate machine. Now what that tends to mean is one, it's become a tourist trap. And two, that the quality of the food goes downhill. You heard the numbers from him directly. This place prints money. That's literally what he was saying. He said the machine goes brrrr. The fish that I went for, which was called hake, now it was considerably cheaper than cod, but I did ask him what the most popular one was and he did say it was this. The reviews often say that it comes out, like the chips come out cold. A lot of the time the fish can be really greasy. I have to admit, I saw them cook right in front of me and at least my experience, I don't think these chips are gonna be cold because it looked like they were done fresh. Oh, they're not cold, oh my God. The chips are definitely hot. The fish itself, maybe not hot, but it's certainly not cold. In terms of fish and chips, the key things you're looking for are what's the batter like? Does the actual fish itself have good flavor? It doesn't taste almost too fishy, and that might sound stupid, but bad fish often has such a fishy taste that you're almost put off by it. Yeah, we're gonna have to give this a go. Next up, curry sauce. Now for me, curry sauce is a staple. An absolute staple when you're having a fish and chips. That's a good curry sauce. I think I would have preferred it to be a little bit thicker. I must say the chips themselves are actually really quite nice. I feel like the fish is lacking a little bit. I just feel like the quality of the fish isn't as good as the quality of some of the other fish that I've had. Let's get stuck into the mushy peas now. I am 50-50 on mushy peas. If you're not from the UK, then you might not be familiar with mushy peas, but it's literally in the name, mushed up peas. This looks, again, a little bit on the watery side, I would say. I'll have it with a chip. Feels a bit more prison foody. Right. Let's talk ratings. First of all, it's not that busy in here right now, but they do get really busy in here and it's packed full of tourists. I will be honest, I don't think the price is that bad. Now, it was about £15. In terms of rating, I'm gonna give this place a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's great, it's not blowing my socks off, but would I class this as a tourist trap? Probably not. I just don't feel like I've been trapped.
This next spot was so iconic that it had the entire world in a chokehold at one point. It's of course TGI Fridays. Are they actually still any good?
Oh, ha, ha. Are you serious?
I can't wait for TGI Fridays.
Yeah, this is so worth it. Lo and behold, we are at the place where I can guarantee almost every single one of you have had a birthday party at least once. It's TGI Fridays. Now this place is the epitome, some would say, of a tourist trap. You find them in all the most popular destinations, but sadly, recently, the numbers have been dwindling. There's only one in central London and it's actually in the O2, which explains why they get over 500,000 people every single year to come through these doors. We've ordered here some lovely chicken. Now I will admit, it looks really appetizing. If this is crunchy on the outside, then maybe TGI Fridays might be back. Maybe. Oh, look at that sticky sauce there. So let's go. Crunchy on the outside, really crunchy. Lovely sticky sauce. The chicken on the inside is a little bit dry, but dare I say, this first bite is way better than I thought it was gonna be. The sauce on the outside is actually quite nice. It's just very sickly. Now, thankfully, this is a sharing dish. This is way better than I thought it was gonna be. That's not to say this is really good. I just had really low expectations for TGI Fridays. This feels a little weird to me. I was definitely expecting this to be quite poor, and the fact that this is better than some of the other tourist spots is quite frankly insane. It's clear TGIs have gone for a new strategy, and that is to put themselves in just very specific locations where they know there's high footfall, and to be honest with you, where quality doesn't really matter. You can tell this is geared for people that are coming in kind of for pre-drinks before whatever the event is, and then also just like side bits, you know. No one's coming here expecting a gourmet meal. They want strong cocktails and a bit of food. And I guess it does deliver on that. I'm gonna give this spot actually a 6 out of 10, which is probably way too high, but based on this dish alone, the guy that served us was absolutely lovely, like such a sweet lad. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10, and this could come back to haunt me so bad, and it might discredit me entirely as a food reviewing YouTuber, but I'm okay with a bag of frozen crispy chicken tenders.
The next location has the highest footfall of any spot we've covered today. It's actually an independent business. It's open 24 hours a day, selling one item and one item only, a classic bagel.
All right, it's busy here. We're on the mean streets of Brick Lane, Shoreditch. Hey there, yeah, can I just get the salt beef bagel, please? No pickles, please. Just mustard, thank you. Ooh, that was close. All right, so this is genuinely one of the busiest spots in London. It has over 1 million visitors in a year. Are you actually comprehending that? Now, of course, it's a bit more of a takeaway situation, so they can get through a lot more people, but that's still 1 million people that have been told about it and have gone to visit it. It's absolutely a tourist hotspot. Now, I've gone for, of course, no pickles. I've just gone for the salt beef, but this time it's got the English mustard on it. Look at that. The mustard can be quite strong, but do you not think they've gone a little light on the mustard there for me there? Not the biggest fan of that. Anyways, let's give this a go. Does this actually live up to all the hype? That mustard is super punchy. Wow, that is strong. I see why they don't need a lot, but I still think a little bit more. You almost feel it in your nose, like literally right here. But I feel like it's quite dry. I'm talking about the meal itself here, not the beef, but the actual meal itself. Like I need something to make this less dry. The bagel quality is decent. Can I just say, I don't really get it. Like, I understand the salt beef is good quality. I think this is good enough to not be classed a tourist trap, but I don't understand why you would make a point to go to that bagel shop. There's actually a funny side story. There's a bagel shop literally one shop down that was there before this new bagel shop, and there's often the white sign versus like the yellow, well, it's yellow now, but it's often been seen as a red sign, that the other one was actually here first, but the one that got really popular was the one that we're visited right here. And yeah, I would imagine there's a bit of tension. Surely there's beef there, salt beef. Let's give this a rating. Now, don't get me wrong, we're giving it a rating in the grand scheme of things. For me, this is a 7 out of 10. It's good, but maybe I just don't get the bagel hype. Maybe this is on me, but it's good, but that mustard is phenomenal. That mustard is carrying hard.
Out of everything I ate today, somehow the best food came from a converted Victorian public toilet, outscoring every big name on the list.